ang nakikita mo ay yung practice set 8. Mali pa yung ano natin, yung header. So, babaguhin ko yan later. So, nakikita na ba yung practice set 8? Kita na, Josh, yung practice set 8. Okay, sige. I think we can now start. So, make sure na recorded mo yung video, yung session natin, Josh. Okay, so yeah, let's start. So finally, we're good with our chapter 8 discussions, no? So we tackled about alkenes and addition reactions. So for today, Josh, we'll be having our what do you call this? The first leg of our practice set, no? So like what I've mentioned, no, yung lagi naman tong natin ginagawa for every practice set. So I just read the instructions and then um you need to answer this, no? Answer the following completely and show your solutions for problems in which products are needed. Please use curve arrow notation as much as possible. If the question asks for mechanism, so if it's necessary, please do so. Include mo rin yun. And then for problems involving calculations, please use proper significant figures. And then box your final answer for problem solving. Pero for mechanism naman, ang hirap naman i-box nun, no? Na-solve mo na. Okay, good. So, wait lang. Iaano ko yung 1 to 3. Ay, ikaw mag-screenshot ng 1 to 3. Okay. Ikaw mag-screenshot ng 2 to 3. Ako sa number 4. Okay na yung screenshot ng 2 to 3? Okay, ako sa 4. Okay, wait lang. And then, I'm going to share our whiteboard. Yeah, I'll stop sharing lang. Tapos, files. Organic chemistry. Dali, dali. Labas, labas. Hindi, parang narinig niya yata yung ano, yung gate namin. So wait lang. Ayan. So, wait. I'm going to draw na mahaba. Sige, I'll go. You can answer na yung number 1. Dugtong ko yung 4. Sige lang, continue mo yung 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3 lang. 1, 2, 3. Continuous na pagsagot. Gonna use the red one. Sige lang. Yun. Yan, para meron na siyang distinction. Yeah, so for number one, calculate the number of degrees of unsaturation for each molecular formula lang. And then for number two, how many rings and pi bonds does a compounded molecular formula C10H14 possess? These all possibilities. Correct, these all possibilities yan. Then for number three, sige, go ahead lang. Sige lang. Possible combinations naman yung tanong eh. You don't need to propose structures pa muna. Join ko na din yung second account ko lang. For, okay. So, just continue lang, Josh. You're good, Josh? Ay, hindi pa. Sige, go ahead lang. Okay ka na sa 1 to 3? Sige, let's check muna 1 to 3. Tell me if if your answers for na 1 to 3 are final. Sure ka ha? Final na yan ha? Mhm. Okay, sige, let's check 1 to 3. Mhm. Okay. And then, okay, let's check. Hmm. Saan na yun? Okay, ang question kasi natin for number 1 ay saan na yan. So, ang question natin for number 1 is we just need to calculate the degrees of unsaturation. So, we have compounds there A to J. So, let's start. So, I'll give 1 point each for this. For number 1A, we have C3H4. The answer should be 2. Okay, correct. Ay, yan. Answer should be 2. Okay, correct ka dito. And then so ang formula lang natin dito, just a review, no? For degrees of unsaturation, 2n plus 2 for the maximum number of hydrogens. And then, kung carbon and hydrogen lang yon over 2 kagad, just to get the degree of unsaturation. So, maximum number of hydrogens minus the actual number of hydrogens divide 2. If you have oxygen, ignore. Kapag may chlorine or halogens in general, plus 1. Pag may nitrogen, add minus 1, no, sa hydrogen natin. Okay, so C3H4, so it means 2n plus 2, so 6 plus 2, 8. 8 yung dapat na maximum na number ni hydrogen, sa 4 lang yung meron ka, so 8 minus 4 equals 4 over 2, that will be 2. So that's the basic explanation, Josh. Okay? So we're good na. Tuloy-tuloy ko na to ha. So for C6H8, so that's the same. Number 3 lang to. So 3. Then letter C, 13 degrees of unsaturation. C40H56. Correct. Letter D, C8H8O. So with this, kung C8H8O, 8 times 2, 16 plus 2, that will be 18. So kaso lang may oxygen ka, ignore lang din yun. Okay? So, so it means we have 16 minus 8, that will be 18 minus 8, that will be 10 over 2, 5 dapat ang sagot. Correct. So ini-ignore lang yung oxygen. Lagay ko lang to ha. Ignore. So this will be 5. Correct. And then for letter E, C10H16O2, okay, 3 degrees of unsaturation, correct. C8H9Br, so yung Br here, yung halogen, plus 1. So this is also the same with C8 Ayan, Josh, ayan, naputol na. So, it means CH10 yon. Yung like what I mentioned, no, yung 1F, this time meron tayong bromino. So, we have alkyl halide here. CH9Br. So, kapag meron kang halogen, like what I mentioned, plus 1 siya. So, you just treat it as another hydrogen. So, this formula, yung CH9Br, this is also the same as CH10. So, parang ganyan siya. CH10. So with that, kung CH10 yung tingin natin, dapat 4 degrees concentration. Yeah, correct. Parang ni-replace lang naman nila si hydrogen talaga doon eh. Tapos, same dito, CH9ClO, ignore oxygen, plus 1 kay CO. So, kay chlorine rather. So, 4 din ito. Same din dito 7H9Br. So this looks like 7H10 then, no? So the degree of unsaturation is B. And then we have sa letter I, C7H11N. This time ang nitrogen mo subtract 1 minus 1. Okay? So this is also similar with C7H10. Again, kasi hindi kasi ang nitrogen up to 3 bonds, 'di ba? So, that's the reason why ang nangyayari is yung hydrogen kapag na-replace siya ng nitrogen ay yung 2 bonds doon compensated na siya dun sa mismong structure pero yung additional bond yun yung third one. Yeah, yun yung iba minus 1 mo. Gawa ng odd yung bonds ni nitrogen. Joshua, similar ito like what I mentioned nung nagdi-discuss tayo, pag si oxygen ay napalitan ni sulfur, si sulfur, di ba, behaving siya like oxygen, right? So, yeah, yeah. Basta pag sulfur ay two bonds, ignore mo siya. Kasi parang sumingit lang siya eh. Parang naging bridge lang siya nung mga carbon, hydrogen, carbon, whatever na kasunod. So, parang ganito. Ayan, no? So, parang sumisingit lang siya. Yep. So, similar to. Yes, correct. Wala. So, parang sumisingit lang siya dun sa structure. Tapos, this is also similar with SH, yan. So, thiol and alcohol, they are the same. So, with nitrogen, same din sila ni phosphorus. Kung 3 bonds lang siya. Take note of that, Joshua. Kunwari, nagkaroon ka ng phosphine dito, pH2. This is similar with amine, correct? Ayan. So, similar siya ni amine. Phosphine and amine, they're similar. So kapag nakita ka ng phosphorus sa formula, you try to um, check what form of phosphorus is present. Kasi pag phosphate, iba din yung atake natin doon. No? So kasi hindi naman siya directly mai-involve dun kay H. So let's say PO4. No? So hindi naman siya technically dun sa H involved. So, pwedeng baka kasi ang mangyari, para siyang sumingit lang. Para siyang oxygen. Tingnan mo to, Joshua. Di ba nakita mo yung carbon, oxygen, carbon. So, pwede rin naman ganito din. PO4. Ayan. Tingnan mo to. Anong tingin mo dito kay phosphate? Ano yan? Ano yung um, ano niya sa degree of unsaturation? Hmm. Tingnan mo, Josh. Paano kung ganito? O kaya, ito rin. Check mo yung ano ha, yung dinodrawing ko. Paano kung may phosphate ka? Ayan. Paano kung ganito, Josh? Hmm. Meron bang ano yan? Ambag yung or parang magkakaroon ba ng effect dun sa degrees of unsaturation natin? If that is the case. Correct. So wala naman kasi parang siningit mo yung phosphate mo in between your carbons. And at the same time, ito parang behaving siya as a OH. Ito oh, parang OH din siya. Okay? So kaya yun yung mahalaga kapag phosphorus, i-check mo Josh kung anong form ni phosphorus pa. Baka inorganic phosphorus kasi siya like phosphate and etc. So we'll try to assess kung ano yung magiging effect niya dun sa degrees of unsaturation. So with that, this one behaves like C7H10, 3 degrees of unsaturation, and then C7, C4HBRN. So we have plus 1, then nag-minus 1. So this should be 1 degree of unsaturation. Wow, nice. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, hanggang J. So 10 to. So number 1, 10 out of 10. Okay. So ano tayo? We're starting of good, no? So number 2, how many rings and pi bonds does a compound with molecular formula C10H14 possess? List all possibilities. So with this, we can get we can calculate first the degree of saturation. So the maximum number of hydrogen should be 2n plus 2. That will be 22. And then yung actual number lang ng hydrogen natin ay 14. So 8. So we have 4 degrees of unsaturations. So ano ang lahat na possibility? So correct, 4 degrees of unsaturation. 1.4 this kasi yun yung mahalaga na uh, point dito. Kasi pag mali ka na sa degrees of unsaturation, mali na kagad lahat ng possibilities mo. Okay? So kada possibilities ay 0.5. Okay? So 4 pi bonds, correct? One ring, one ring, 3 pi bonds. Correct. Two rings, 2 pi bonds. Correct. So, ayan, ito yung pattern na kukuha mo siya. Three rings, 1 pi bond. And then, four rings, no? So, in total, we have 0.1 to 1.5. Okay. So, total is 1.5. Ay, 1.5. 2.5 rather. Yeah. 1 to 2.5. So, 3.5 out of 3.5. Wow, starting strong. So far, you're starting strong. How about number 3? So for number 3, this is a drug, no? The fertility drug clomiphene, clomid is the trade name, is sold as a mixture of the diastereomers N-clomiphene and zuclomiphene. I think you'll have an idea, no, kung bakit N-clomiphene tsaka zuclomiphene. Kasi pinangalan sila dun sa uh, easy na nomenclature, Josh. So, yun na yung clue mo actually. Josh, tingnan mo yung clue mo. Hindi mo na kailangan ngayon to i-check. Dapat pala tinanggal ko yung ano, no? Yung name. Tingnan mo, Josh, yung ano. Andito ka ba, Josh? You're here? Ayan. So, tignan mo, no? Yung pangalan ng isa, N-clomiphene, dapat pala hindi ko sinama tong name, no? Kasi this is the clue. Giveaway clue mo siya. So, automatic, ito yung E na isomer. And then, stereoisomer. Yung isa, zuclomiphene. So this will be the Z stereoisomer. So giveaway siya dito. So ano siya? Entgegen for N-clomiphene, then Zusamin for the Z stereoisomer. So kaya siya zuclomiphene tsaka N-clomiphene kasi ang pangalan niya ay clomiphene. Okay? So 0.5, so 1 point dito sa designation mo ng ENZ, correct? So, however, may statement daw na what is wrong with clomid is a mixture of two isomers, 30% cis and the remainder trans, no? So, paano kapag ganun daw yung pagkakasabi, no? By the way, let's just review, no, ENZ. Bakit pala to naging E, Josh? Can you explain? Yung N-clomiphene, andaya. That pala hindi ko talaga to binigay. Yung N-clomiphene, letter E na siya. Bakit ito? And Jejen and Zusamen, oh my God. I'm trapped. Ako din, nung una. Tapos nung na-realize ko, nung binalikan ko nung naalala ko yung German words nila, like, oh my God, this is Enjigen and Zusamen. Kaya pala, enclomiphene and zuclomiphene. Anyways, let's review E and Z. So, why is this E? Can you, give me, pinpoint lang? Where's the higher priority for each side, Josh? So, di ba kapag easy, we just divide the alkene in two sides. Tapos, we just set kung ano yung higher priority for each side ng ating alkene plane. Yes, Josh? Give me the priorities for this. For number 3. So, nasaan ang higher priority for the E side and the Z side? E stereoisomer and Z isomer for both sides. So, bilugan mo na lang, Josh, kung ano yung higher priority. So, wait lang. Ay, Control Z. Yan. Yan. Ang kailangan ko, Josh, ay pakita mo lang sa akin nasaan yung higher priority and lower priority for both stereoisomers. Yes, Josh? Where are you? Para at least we can move sa number. Bakit ayan? Bakit yan naging E? I know, tama ka siya. Tama ka na dyan. Correct. Okay, yeah. Okay, good. Tapos sa kabila, si chlorine tsaka yung mas substituted na benzene benzene group, no? Or benzyl group. So we'll have here correct E and Z. So high priority, higher priority, higher priority. Naka-trans, that will be E. Ito naman ay higher priority. Same with this one, higher priority. Nasa same side natin yung higher priority substituents. Therefore, susamin. So, ngayon, ang problem is, bakit hindi daw tama yung salitang clomid is a mixture of two isomers 30% cis and the remainder will be trans. So, kasi nga, bakit cis and trans yung ginamit? E and Z ang ginagamit natin. So, yun yung pinaka-answer natin dito. So, since we have more than two groups no on a double bond, so we must use the easy naming system. Okay, tama to. Kapag two unambiguous identical hydrogen groups are on the 2 out of 4, since this is ambiguous or phenyl as cis or trans something else, this should be a prime example. Why you just started, we started using CIP priorities. Okay, Canning-Gold-Prelog rules nga ang ginagamit dito. Only the easy system is a valid description. Correct. So I'll give you 1 point for this. So this will be 2 out of 2. Okay. Wait, parang masyado tong mataas yung number 1. Mataas yung point. Hindi na. Sige na. Hindi ko na babaguhin. Sige na. You start with okay na yan. You go to number 4. Parang na ano ako doon. So sabi ko, nagko-compute lang naman ng madali yun. Hindi naman ano. Dapat 0.5 na lang yun. Yeah, okay. Sige, touch mo. You start with number 4 na. For number 4, we need to give the IUPAC name for each compound. Also label the stereogenic centers if applicable. For ano pala, letters N to P, you name it using the alkene oxide system. O dapat ininame mo siya as alkene oxide. Kasi if you will recall, if you will notice, yung N to P dyan ay anong group, Josh? Anong functionalities yung N to P? Anong functional group yung N to P? Letter N to P. Epoxide. So we have different ways to name epoxides. Yung naka-oxa, tapos yung oxide. Ang gusto ko dito, alkene oxide mo siya gagamitin. Yung naming niya is as alkene oxide. I will not give any clue bakit alkene oxide? Eh, hindi naman alkene to, right? So, yeah. Naturo ko na yan nung nasa alcohols, ethers, and epoxides tayo. Sige, go. Ah, i para maging convenient sa parang pwede mong isulat dito yung sagot. So sige, lagyan ko na ng ayan, A ay undo. Ito na Joshua, sulat mo dito yung name mo, A, B hanggang C hanggang P. Ayan. Kita ba yung sinusulat kong letters? Ayan. Ayan. Para at least nandyan na siya. Sulat mo na lang. Again, sorry. Okay lang yon. Kasi ang ibig sabihin lang nun, isa lang naman yung mo, double bond. No more clues. Yes. Hmm? Usually naka-italicize siya, Josh. Pero ano naman, it's not necessary. Mhm. Pero ano ang tawag doon? Kahit naman sa sa regulatory documents, Josh, yung EZRNS, it's not required to be italicized. Pero kung naka-italicize siya, it should be presented na italicized all throughout for consistency. So, pero kapag sa IUPAC, IUPAC naka-ano yan, naka-italicize. Mhm. But it's fine. So if it's not italicized. Kasi kung isusulat, lalo na kung isusulat mo naman siya, Josh, hindi mo yan, hindi ang, mm. Yeah. Yes, Josh?
Done. Oh. No. Ah. Ah.
Ayan. Ayan. Hi Josh,
Ako,
please
no,
continue
no.
lang. I think you're already in
Hope it's all saved. I
letter
hope it's
F or
all
E.
saved.
Yeah, it's still loading.
I hope it's all saved. Someone, please. I hope it's
We'll see.
okay.
And we'll
Oh, oh, oh. I've done
there
separately.
you go.
Separately.
It's stable. Hanggang F, ayun nga. So, tama nga ang alala ko na around F or G ka. So, please continue.
Okay. True. Three, five. Okay. Narinig ito. Yes, okay. If are you
Are you done, Josh? Please continue. We still have several items left. One, two,
see?
three, four, 2, 4, 6. 10 items left for this.
Wala kasi ba talagang ano na
Okay, so you're down now to letters I and I to P. Continue lang, Josh.
Okay, tapos na first. Naga, the losing mind part. Okay.
Mhm.
Ono may ring.
Sige,
Ring, ono.
continue.
Ring. So,
That's your challenge.
please no, please no. Wait, more passive number, no passive. Oh no! You're looking forgotten that you have to improvise. Okay, Hail Mary. Five. Okay, nakasis naman siya. That's all. Does anyone really use prop to? Okay, done. Six more letters. Silence is uh-huh. Silence is And I forget if sec butyl has no hyphen or has a hyphen, or if sec is it alphabetical. Uh,
Yeah, those minor rules should be also taken into consideration.
no, no, no! I'm just hoping at this point. Okay, 5 more problems. 5 more problems. 5 more problems. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Josh, you're done? Para we can check na. So, we're down to our last 15 minutes for today. Para
Apo.
we can check and we can start item 5 if we will be left with more time pa. Sige, please continue. Apat na lang yan. Go.
Okay. So, so, okay. So, anyway, M. Two. Like X2.
Ano, tapos na Josh? O, NOP na lang yan. So please continue, Josh. We're down to our last 10 minutes para we can check pa the items. Yeah, are you done, Josh? Sige, para at least we'll check your some items bago tayo mag-end in case you
Sige po.
cannot finish pa yung NOP para
And, mga epoch size na po kasi.
ayan, there you go. Rinig ba ako, Josh?
Yes,
Hello,
ako.
Josh? Okay, good. Okay, let's check. Mga nakaputol yung ano mo. Habain ko. Ay, hindi. Hmm. Ayan, in-extend ko lang yung mga answers mo para hindi siya putol. Oops. Hmm. Anyways, pwede ko naman na itong check. Okay, let's check. Uh,
Sinasagot na namin.
for letter A, your answer is E, 1 bromo, 1 chloro, and 1 in. Correct. So this is correct. And Jijen ito. So, I'll give you 1 point each for this. Then for letter B, it's also E, 2 bromo, 1 chloro, 1 iodo, but 1 in. Okay, correct. So by the way, Joshua, there's also another way to name this. So ito, mag-change lang ito. Itong part na to. So pwede itong, paano to Josh? Pwedeng ganito siya. 1 chloro, 1 pentene. Okay? So tama, di ba? This is the older way. So, accepted pa rin naman yan ng ano ng
Tama.
IUPAC. So same din dito sa the rest, no? Pwede siyang 1 iodo, 1 butene, pwedeng ganun, etc. Okay? But these are all
No.
ano mo, alkene. Pero it's also fine na in-include mo siya. 2-zane. 2Z, no? So, alkene position ito. So, kapag isa lang yung double bond, if one double bond only, uh, not necessary to include the number. Ayan. So like what I mentioned, Josh, yung letter E mo, you try to check yung letter E, Josh. Sinulat mo dito 2Z4S, 3,4 dimethyl 2-hexene, hex 2-in. So this is fine, Josh. Pero you can also not include, opt to not include the 2 there for Z kasi isa lang naman yung double bond mo. So
Pero
Z for
optional naman po na.
Yeah, option na lang naman siya. Z4S 3,4 dimethyl hex 2-in is also fine. So anyways, tama naman ito. Then for letter F, so same din sa letter F. So we have two here, Z3S, 1 bromo, 2 chloro, 3 methyl, hex 1-in. Correct. G. So for G, 5 ethyl, 2 methyl, oct 2-in. So this is correct. Letter H is 2 isopropyl, 4 methyl, 1 pentene. Correct. And then letter I, so it's 2E. So correct din naman to. So E, 3,5 dimethyl hex 2-in. Correct. So J, 1 ethyl, 5 isopropyl, cyclohexene. 1 ethyl, 5 isopropyl, cyclohexene. Correct. And then we have our letter K, 1 sec-butyl, 2 methyl cyclopentene. 1 sec-butyl, 2 methyl cyclopentene. Okay, correct. And then for letter L, 4 isopropyl hep 4-in. Okay. Hep 4-in 3-ol. Okay. So let's check yung letter L mo. Letter L. Okay.
Taba.
Hello, hello?
Yes, taba.
Ayan, rinig naman. Ay, sorry, sorry.
Nasa last problem na pala po ako.
Okay. Oo, yeah. So, let's just finish this before we end ang session. Sorry, ayan, nag-extend tayo ng ilang minutes. May class ka ba ng 6?
Hindi ko pa alam.
Okay. So, let's finish this. So, yung letter L, yun lang yung effect natin. Bakit iba ang aking sagot? Ah, hmm. Hmm. So, this is letter L. So, for isopropyl hep for N for for isopropyl hep for N 3 ol. Okay. This should be ayan, 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7. Correct. So that is 4 isopropyl. Tapos 4 ang alkene, 3 ang alcohol. 1, 2, 3, alcohol, correct. So 4 ang alkene. Next. Okay, Josh. Check mo yung letter L mo. Ayan. Sino ang mas higher ang priority?
Taba.
Yes, Josh. Letter L. Sino mas
OH.
higher ang priority? Forge. Okay, so higher ito. How about sa kabilang side? Siyempre, definitely ito. Right? Kasi hydrogen
Taba.
lang to. So, dapat ito ay what? Kaya pa nagtataka ako. This is E. Right? What is that sound?
Hindi ba po dapat?
Should be
Hindi,
E.
tama. Oo nga.
No. Yan, na-biktima ka tuloy. That should be E. Eh, mali ito. Then for letter M, oh, don't worry, we'll check. Letter M, I have 5-sec, 5-sec butyl, cyclohexanol. Hmm. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct. Ito. Priority natin yung alcohol over alkenes. So, X2. Okay, tama ito. And then letter H, ay, letter H. N pala yan, N, sorry. Oy, o sige, iwan natin muna tong NOP. I'll give you a chance for this. So take note, there's a special instructions here for N to P. You name the epoxide as alkene oxides.
Okay,
So yun lang yung clue mo. You try to review or try to um or review nga. You try to review. I'm looking for a better term. So try to review on the proper names of epoxides, or how can we name epoxides. So we have actually three ways na naturo ko sa'yo when naming epoxides. So try to read them again, and then I'll give you a chance to change your answers for NOP. Okay? Kasi ito ay mga ways natin for naming epoxide as epoxy, no? Pero like what I mentioned, I want you to name them as alkene oxide. So, paano siya kung ininame? Di ba ang epoxide, epoxide? So, ibig sabihin oxide siya, right? So, how do we name them as an alkene oxide? So, that's the clue there. The clue is alkene oxide. So, you try to remember or recall yan. Try to recall the ways, no? Or how do we name epoxides when we will use the alkene oxide method. Okay? Clear ba tayo dun, Josh?
aba.
Okay. I'll meet you again on Wednesday, ha? We'll continue ito. Pero sa Friday, Josh, mag-anachem tayo. Clear? Sa
Aba.
MWF tayo this week. Sige. Thank you so much, Josh, and I'll see you on Wednesday.
Okay po, thank you po.
Sige.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.